folks, welcome to the Padula Show Extra, featuring
Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Joey Bishop, and the late Henny Youngman. Henny Youngman will be here. Take my wife, please.
We've done this show. This is probably 420 some episodes. Not once have I been able to just introduce the show at the very beginning and get through everything at the very beginning. Just
go ahead.
Never.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Well, it's too late now.
I'm going to sit back. Look,
it's too late.
I'm going to have my cigar from Bingo, right there from the Box Carnival Land, Pennsylvania. Good Bobby Palco.
Yeah, Bingo night.
Yeah, here's Bingo night. And B-I-N-G-O. And the Amish
people likes bingo?
Who?
Mr. Weatherby.
Mr. Weatherby loves bingo. He loves bingo. So look, so you don't get upset here, because in the end I want to get that nice, look at this, Boxcar Cigars, they're open. Are they open on Monday? Absolutely not. The guy has to wash the van. Get that smell out of the van, no? Huh?
Yeah, it takes a while to get that smell out.
It takes a while to get the smell out, okay? So, and plus that bong he
when you're
uses.
chucking the midgets out of the side of the van.
Oh man, did you see that the other night? I just love when he does that. Ladies and gentlemen,
what I want to know is where do you find all these midgets named Chuck? It's impressive.
It is. You know what? I help him out as much as I can, and I go around different places throughout the United States, and in fact on Craigslist.
Find midgets named Chuck.
And we had 20, and I paid for them to fly in. And as I mentioned before, Bobby puts them in the van, and at the top of the hill, he opens up the door and they roll out of the van.
Well, that's Midget Chucking Tuesdays.
That's right.
Right.
And where they end up is where you go and you get a free drink.
Yeah.
Even if they don't sell drinks.
It's fun. It's fun. It's a different variation.
You see a midget like that? Come on.
Oh, speaking of Pokemon Go.
Go ahead.
The often imitated, rarely duplicated Pokemon Go has been suspended. Mr. Weatherby
What happened?
Under destruction.
Really? Wow.
He tapped out.
He did?
He was tired.
Oh, I felt so bad for him because, again, he loved chasing the guy playing the accordion and doing polka music.
No, he was the guy playing the accordion.
Oh, he was the guy?
Yes.
Wow.
Thought we established that a long time ago.
He's
you can contact us at nctv45.com, nctv45@gmail.com, 724-510-7345. That number, again, 724-510-7345. Boxcar, their number, also, go figure, 724-533-2100.
No way.
That number, again, 724-533-2100. I'm professional, Jerry. I am a professional.
You know who couldn't do that?
That's why I get
With your peripheral vision? Sammy Davis. He wouldn't be able to read
that.
this.
Was memory. That was
peripheral
vision.
Thanks. That's
I'm actually blind in my left eye.
You are? I'm blind. I'm blind. That was
he doesn't have any
Anchorman.
blinds.
Who?
I'm sure he'll get some eventually.
That's right. That's very right.
Yeah, that is the right window.
So Mr. Weatherby is out of commission with the Pokemon. Okay. So the midget thing is still on for the weekend
Tuesdays.
here.
Oh, we're going to do the weekend too.
Well, that's what he wanted to do. Bob wanted
you can only find so many Chucks.
Right.
Just saying.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, then if you get a chance, go next door to Stella. She has great coffee, and she dresses up like an Amish person. I know we've been saying this all week.
It's not Stella's. Just
well, that's what she said. She told me to call her Stella personally, and then she gave me her phone number. In fact, she put her phone number on a piece of paper and slipped it in my coffee, and I swallowed it.
You'll have that. That's why you can't communicate that way.
With Stella?
Right.
She has. You know she has 2 eyes? So, but she could still make coffee. So, you went with coffee, right? It's great coffee. What kind of coffee did you have?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake coffee. Now, how in the world does she do that? I saw what she did. She made cheesecake. She puts it in a cup. She sits on it, gets off of it, puts it in a blender, and serves it up in a nice big bowl.
The body heat melts the cheesecake.
Yeah.
It's intense. It's a cool thing
No,
to watch.
she makes it right in her place. It's not. She doesn't make it intense. She makes it right there in the store. It's fantastic the way she does that.
Yeah.
Cheesecake coffee. She has some other coffees, other flavors that you would like. She has the rhubarb. Did you ever have rhubarb coffee?
The mixed berry is good too.
The mixed berry is very good. Fantastic. The coconut coffee. The fig coffee.
The pine coffee is a little strong. So I don't know where we're going with that.
No. And then she has the boxcar. Now she has cigar coffee. You don't even have to, well, you should come here and get the cigar. But if you can't, she'll get it. She puts the cigar, boom, you could drink the cigar. And she gives you this. People don't know.
A tea kettle.
She gives you a tea kettle that lights up and brings a new meaning to, you burn my ass. Look at this. Boom,
and
right there.
As soon as you're done with it, for lighting your cigar, you can also give it to your kids to take the chemistry class.
Or
doubles as a bunt.
And this, before school starts, you know how they get the list of materials you need for school? She'll give you this.
Don't worry.
All first graders.
Don't worry about the ashes. That's fine. You can just ash on
the floor right here.
I'm sure he's fine with that.
But listen, all you kindergartners out there, get your pens, your crayons, and your your coloring books to relax. Now they have
whoa. Bill Cosby's going to sue us.
He's blind.
Bill Cosby's going to sue us. Thanks.
Why?
Picture pages. Get your crayons and your pencil.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks for that.
Bill, did you know he's blind?
In both eyes?
Yes.
Bill.
Yeah, and he's deaf in one ear, he can't hear out of the other, but it's been a bad ride for that guy.
He also got his sense of taste gone.
Yeah.
Can't taste anything anymore.
I saw him the other day as they took him into court. They're trying to get that. Oh, that was a great idea. Remember that? The Jell-O, the pudding pops? A lot of women, he used to lace he used to invite women over for Jell-O and pudding pops. I love when he used to do that. They have one girl has it on a tape where he didn't even say hello.
We were talking about pickup lines earlier in the week.
Right.
And that was Bill Cosby's infamous pickup line.
Women love that.
I know.
You know why? It's because you don't know how to respond to it, but you think it's cool because he's just coming up to you, tapping you on the shoulder.
Right. And then
you look at him, he slips something in your drink, and then he goes.
And that's when you know you're done. That's the last sound you hear is.
Yeah. And then when you wake up, it's the MS people trying to, get your heart done.
MS.
She didn't have MS.
No.
Well, I thought he was going to have a marathon for that. Or is that Jerry Lewis? You know, Jerry Lewis is alive.
He's also deaf in the left ear.
Jerry Lewis.
Right.
That's why he goes. Does he do that too?
No.
Who does that?
That's Bill Cosby.
Oh, that was Martin Lewis, the guy that had
from Laughing. Right.
That's right. Yeah, Ronan Martin. Yes. Boy, that was a great backfill there when they played for Army. Mister, is that what's that?
We got some glare. You don't know how to do anything.
Why? What's that glare from?
Get glare.
There we go. Yeah, Martin and Lewis. What the heck? What's that from? What is that?
It's called The Sun.
Look, I look like I'm in that new movie, Lights Out. What is? You have a son? I thought you had 2 daughters.
Illegitimate. We don't talk about it.
With Sammy Davis?
Orlando is crazy.
Orlando Davis. He was a great forward. Scored at least 20, 30 points a game.
For the Magic, I believe.
Yeah, he was a magician. He did great with that. And did some juggling on the side. In fact, he picked up a lot of Houdini's theories and stuff like that. Made him very successful. And he taught those same techniques to Bill Cosby so he would disappear after he put stuff into women's drink and after he said, hey. Now, one time, you didn't know this, Sammy Davis hung out with him. And they tried to use him, because he was Jewish, they used him as a witness, a Jehovah's Witness, and they asked him what actually happened in the bedroom with all these girls with, their stuff being laced, and he said he didn't see anything. 2, 3, 4. He didn't see anything.
Oh, because he's blind.
Because he's blind.
Right.
Okay?
That's excellent.
What'd you say? Egg? What'd you say?
Right.
Egg rolls?
No, I said excellent.
Excellent, yes. Well, there's a lot of things when people watch this they learn that they didn't know. Did you know that Franklin Roosevelt, now we're celebrating that he was 4 years when he got nominated and then they stopped Amendment 22. word after he was nominated to be the president for a 4th consecutive term was, "Can you help me out?" Yeah. That's exactly what he said, but he could see.
Right.
But
with both legs.
No, he had nothing to write with because he couldn't write, but he could see.
Right.
Right. Well, he helped him
with his legs.
He could see with his legs. Is right, and he used to paint with his feet. Or his wife Martha.
No, he painted his feet.
With Martha.
Right.
Martha used to lick his feet, I heard, and suck his toes.
No,
or was that Bill Cosby?
She painted his toes.
Oh, and then he sucked her feet.
That's where you're getting confused.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They used a brush.
Correct.
Or they did it in a brush.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, see, this is why people need to know these things, because people don't know all this stuff about George Washington when he had the wooden dentures. Mm-hmm. What happened when he used to kiss the splinters it would leave because...
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, actually a man of many famous quotes, but probably his most infamous quote, are you down with OPP?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt said that. I remember
right before
during the Great Depression.
The outbreak of World War II.
Right. I remember that. And then I remember John F. Kennedy would always say, and this is, that's wrong. No, he always used to, here we go, wait a minute, time out.
You know there's no timeouts on a podcast, correct?
What?
There's no timeouts on a podcast.
I thought we were allowed 2.
No, we used them already.
We used both timeouts for the podcast? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I told you in the break.
That we used both of our timeouts?
And
we cannot use another timeout?
And the TV timeout. It's all been used.
Man.
You gotta keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to put this
down.
So
what he did basically, go ahead and light that, to help unify the Senate and the House, because to bring more of a bipartisan feel. He did get up, one of the few times he stood up, because obviously he had Parkinson's, so it was very difficult for him to stand. He stood up and said what I just said.
He said that.
Right.
Right, and you know what?
Down with OPP.
Yeah, and I guess he didn't have a leg to stand on, too, when he went through the whole thing.
Right.
But you know what? He got elected 4 times, and then Truman took over, Truman Capote, who ended up being a great...
wonderful president.
And talk about writing poems. Wow. Boy, he was very, very good.
He's a poet?
Who?
Truman.
He knew it, too. Yeah. He was good, though. Did you ever read any of his poetry?
No.
You didn't?
Jim Carrey was excellent when he did Truman.
Well, I love when Jim Carrey, when he did the Chicago Cubs games.
Yeah, he was funny.
Oh, man.
Boy, he could sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Oh, I know. After drinking, 18, 20 beers? The 7th inning stretch? I remember Jim Carrey when oh my gosh.
I didn't like when he broke into the Grinch during the broadcast, though. It made a little odd.
I feel like I'm doing this podcast from heaven. I got the smoke surrounding me. Am I supposed to make an entrance? I know. Look, and I got the light, the sunlight. Sammy Davis wouldn't have this problem.
Who's that?
Governor Wolf. Yes, he did. They passed the budget. Did you see him?
He would fit right in with us right now with all the smoke.
Oh man, he is something else, Governor Wolf.
He loves the Mary Jane. He loves the
Mary Jane girls. I thought that
was
Rick James.
That's his secretary's name.
Mary Jane?
Mary Jane, yeah.
Really?
Oh, horrible tryst. Oh.
Wow, he hurt his wrist.
Yeah.
Did he break it or what? Was it the ligament?
Huh? Fell off.
Axl Rose. What'd you say?
The bandwagon.
He did?
Yep.
REO Speed. He sang with REO Speedwagon?
Little known fact.
I didn't know that about Governor
Well, they were
Wolf.
originally named the Chuck Wagon, but they had to drop the Chuck.
Because of the midgets. Right. Because they had the midgets.
They got sued.
Who did?
That was his other secretary's name, sued.
Really? Dr. Seuss was involved with Tom Wolfe? The governor?
Believe it or not. Believe it or not. This was after the third joint, I believe. They wrote Green Eggs and Ham. Yeah. Little known fact.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Governor Wolf is a lot like Al Gore. He's involved in a lot more things than you think.
Well, I don't know about you.
In fact, Al Gore is going to be joining us next week on our podcast.
Listen, I like Governor Wolf when he's saying you have a right to party. Remember that one?
Well, yeah, it was, I'll tell you what, you talk about a march. They had a
march. Million Men?
Yes. And, they sang the whole time, you got to fight for your right to party.
Yeah, and then I noticed that too. I looked at the old news clips, and everybody had on a Oakland Raiders blanket.
Yeah.
And they kept running into one another because they couldn't see. But then Sammy Davis and Bill Cosby led the way.
Right. Once they started yelling, everybody was able to follow it.
Then it broke out into a huge riot.
Or a huge riot, correct?
Oh, what?
No. That
Quiet
was a
riot?
Yeah, I was going to say that's a different.
I still feel like I'm in heaven. Am I going to heaven?
I don't know about that.
Look at this. Look, I got the. Look.
I can see. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Look, listen, look and listen.
Because I used
to
read the old
listen.
Dick and Jane books.
Huh?
That's why I speak like that. Huh?
Pop up.
Only if you rub the pages together.
Correct.
Okay, so.
You got to pay extra for that.
Yeah, you have to pay extra for that. Yeah, but I look at this. When people.
You do look heavenly.
I do, and I like the smoke theme because it looks like you're going to announce my name, even though we use both timeouts, and I'm going to run right out through the tunnel. Look, at the boxcar tunnel. All right, grab my cigar.
And let's fall forward.
Yeah, wait.
Out of Newcastle.
You know what we should
do?
This Palco didn't do this painting. Look, I was going to touch this painting, but
James Padula. Excellent, right?
That was very good. You sound like Ken Lebovi when he does the Newcastle games. This is great. If I don't get cancer by the end of the show.
Was I talking about mold though?
Who? Bowling Green. Bowling Green is a nice college.
Great.
Very
Fighting
nice
Falcons.
And, who? The Falcones.
From Fitch.
From Fitch High School. I remember that. Look at my face. I'm turning white. Can I say that on the air?
Are you sick?
Huh? 86? No. No. We left.
Nicky. No, he played
Ben's
bass.
not here either. Ben left. He got kicked out.
Well, they cut the duct tape off of him finally.
You know, the only thing I didn't like about Ben is...
was Ben, pretty much.
Ben.
It's enough said.
Yeah, he just a
wasn't very engaging at all.
Not
at all.
And the way he was doing things with the fork to himself.
That was odd.
Yeah.
Like a spoon I can see, but a fork? No.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
He took the fork on him and he twirled it
and
stuff
in his hair.
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
Did you see that?
Did he learn that from you?
No, yeah, in the van. That's what the things you learn in the van.
Oh, in the van.
In the van.
Pass some time. You gotta pass time in the van.
That van is something. People, there's all
Well, you gotta drive up and down I-95 screaming Chuck, and, you know, sometimes you get a midget run out.
You know.
You collect the midgets.
I think.
What is that, Midget Collecting Friday?
Yes.
Mondays. Oh, that's why they have the day off.
That's why they have the day off. Because I looked at those midgets. Did you see that L.A. midgets, the L.A. midgets, the San Francisco midgets?
No, he gets them from Belen.
Did you see those? Those women? Did you ever see those shows?
No.
Good. Because, you know, I'll tell you what, that is some bizarre, and they're dating guys that are guys.
Yeah, because they're guys.
Yeah,
but the funny thing is,
they're this
the
big.
ones that they're dating are actually guys.
Yes.
That's the crazy thing. Because you think they were just guys. But
the one midget I saw,
like she's already short.
That's right. No, Houdini, I read that book about Houdini. I tried to saw her in half. I just can't. Because I had Sammy Davis. I said, Sammy, hand me the...
horribly awry.
Who?
You Heap.
Catcher and Awry. Uriah Heep. I
Yes,
saw them. Can I tell you something?
You saw them too?
Who?
What is it with you?
What did I see? I saw Uriah Heep at Youngstown.
No,
and they had Look at Yourself. Huh?
Yep.
Yes. So, speaking of heat, so...
If you see a white van, just call it a Heap and it'll keep driving.
Listen, I just can't believe...
I can believe it. I can believe it.
What?
Why can't you believe it?
I just can't
believe it.
Okay.
Because if it happened, listen, think about this logically. If it happened on a Wednesday, that would be something you couldn't believe.
Right.
But it happened Thursday evening.
Right.
So it's completely believable.
Right. Wow. Hey, and
I'm glad we cleared that up.
I'm glad. Listen, and don't forget, in September to kick off movie week.
Is this supposed to be lit?
No.
Okay.
They're going to have, by popular demand, stretch marks, the low class, no class.
Over 60 strip club?
Yeah, in Wampum, Pennsylvania. Panties in a Cup coming back. Remember,
Is it?
We had Panties in a Cup.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the police were involved for a little bit, so we had to.
Yeah, because it wasn't real soup. They thought it was soup.
Yeah, it was soup, and it didn't.
But you know, when they pulled up the panties with the spoon and a fork, and then
Ben
was
like
here
Michelle with her bra.
Obama?
No, Michelle from next door making the
Michelle
coffee
Obama
with her bra.
makes coffee with her bra.
Right. It's part of her.
Man, God bless her. Good thing she's going to be out of office.
It's part of.
It's really getting to them.
It's part of her initiative to help kids eat better.
To take her bra off?
Yeah. Because then they regurgitate everything that they've eaten.
Really? Mm-hmm. And that's how the Amish people started making milk and butter. True?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well,
it's also a form of birth control with the Amish. Michelle
making
Obama's
butter?
Bra.
Why do you say that?
Because I just did.
I never pegged Michelle Obama.
No, it's Michelle.
Don't call her Obama?
Or Peg.
Or Peg? Mm-hmm. I
she
remember
like
Peggy Lipton from the Mod Squad.
She has T.
Who?
Peggy Fleming.
Oh, I remember her.
She's excellent.
I remember she got beat up by Jeff Galooly. Remember that?
Galooly. Yeah, Jeff freaking Galooly.
Hey, over here.
Hey,
Skid over
here.
Hey,
he's such a freaking Galooly.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember Jeff freaking Galooly.
With the Peggy. Was it
what
Peggy?
The heck, Peggy freaking Fleming? So you were in the freaking Olympics. I don't give a rat's ass.
Hey, that's right.
Thanks for your problem, Peggy Fleming.
Yeah.
Who are you? I'm freaking Galooly, all right? That's my last freaking name, Galooly. Everybody knows the Galoolys, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
From Brooklyn.
You remember that?
Brooklyn,
She got beat up. Who's that other lady? Who was the other lady? It was Crystal Gell was the other lady that beat her up.
No, Crystal didn't have anything to do with it.
She didn't make her brown eyes blue by beating her?
No.
No, who was that then?
Turner.
Oh, Ike Turner. Oh my gosh. He used to beat Tina. Wow. Unbelievable.
Captain and Tennille.
Oh, you heard what he used to do to her.
Very aggressive. Towards Peggy Fleming.
Yes, he used to pour hot sauce on her.
All the time?
And snort it off her forehead.
Right.
Remember that?
And Tennille did not like that.
She didn't like it.
She went with the program, though.
She did because she liked barbecue sauce.
Right. On
her toes. She loved it.
Only on Fridays.
Only on Fridays. And she liked when they did that Chiron thing where you're frozen.
And she didn't work for anyone.
She, who was it? Dick Cheney did.
Right.
Remember they took the sign down.
Al Gore invented Enron.
Al Gore?
Yes. And on that wonderful fact.
Boxcar, Volant, Pennsylvania, Bobby Palco, white van, typewriter.
724-533-2100.
Wait a minute.
And ask for Ben.
And Ben Carson will be here, Dr. Ben Carson.
That's upside down.